worked pretty hard. We got up yesterday at 2:30 in the morning to ship up, and it's just what we do every day, 7 days a week. So I haven't allowed myself to think too much about it, but we're excited to be here.
And your wife is your exercise rider. What's that whole relationship like, and how good is she? Obviously, she can get a derby horse for the derby.
Yeah, she's very, very good. She's we've been doing this for quite a while, and she's my ace in the hole. You know, if I got a horse that needs a little help, she always gets him happy and doing well.
You allow yourself to think about maybe pulling this off?
Well, I'm very hopeful, and if it happens, I think I'll be out of my mind. So we'll see.
We was talking earlier, I told you how long it's been since a Bluegrass Stakes winner had come back to win the Derby. What makes this horse different?
Well, the Bluegrass, as you mentioned, was really one of the main preps for the Derby for quite a while. When Keeneland went to the synthetic, it kind of lost its favor. And I think every year it's getting back in there. You know, it's a good Magic ran well over there last year and came over here and ran, you know, he ran well too. So I think as you see it, maybe over the next few years, hopefully he'll get his grade 1 status back and be a bigger factor as a Derby prep.
Are you going to school in the paddock today?
Yes,
First race?
First and third race.
First and third, okay.
Being back home, how many ticket requests are you getting daily?
Yeah, quite a few. I try to give myself a little cushion to make sure I can take care of everybody. But you know, they're hard to come by. It costs a lot of money, so we're trying to do what I can.
George, where do you see him sitting in the Derby from the 6 post?
Well, I'm sure Javier will ask him to get up in the race like he did in the Bluegrass, and a lot of it will depend on the kind of pace it develops. You know, if they go 45 and change, I would imagine he's not going to be right on that. But you know, if it's a normal pace around 47 or so, we should be close.
Your owner was giving you a lot of credit for after he won the Nashville that you could have gone back in the Remsen, and you just felt that, you know, that was not the thing to do. Sort of talk about his campaign and those decisions.
I tell you, as a horse trainer, I'm more the messenger than anything else. You know, you get signs from your horse every day as if they're doing good, if they're not, and what they're ready for and what they're not. The horse is a May 22nd baby, and he broke his maiden September 23rd. We came back, I think, 5 or 6 weeks later and won the Nashua. And at that point, I thought he had lost a little bit of weight, and I knew that he was a late foal. And we sat down with the owners and we just discussed the fact that if we continued on, that we might not have a horse now. And this is when we wanted to, you know, we wanted to get here. And look, you never know if it's going to work out or not, but right now I'm very happy with the way, you know, he thrived on his break. You know, we took him down to Florida and he got out in the paddock and just tack walked, just kind of piddled around with them, and we put him back in training, and the horse has done very well. And you know, just winning the Bluegrass is, you know, makes the year for us with him, and hopefully he's a really good colt. So however we do in the Derby, he's going to have a big year in front of him.
How long had you been thinking Derby? Since he broke his maiden, before he broke his maiden? No.
Yeah, no, he's a very talented colt. You know, who knows which one of these guys can go the distance. So that was the only thing we needed to test, and for him to come back in the Nashua at a mile, you know, that was good. You know, that extra quarter mile there didn't seem to hurt him. So from that point on, we were like, well, we need to try to position him to get on the Triple Crown Trail. And the Fountain Youth was good, the Bluegrass was great, and hopefully the Derby's great.
And we were talking earlier about the last time, if ever, a trainer from Louisville, that grew up in Louisville, had won the Derby, and he said, Dale told you.
Yeah, Dale called me. He said he wanted to be the one, but now that I was getting in the Derby, he said he wanted me to be the one. Which, you know, Dale's a great guy, and I hope that, you know, if I don't get to win it this year, he'll get to win it next year. You know.